Welcome to the WBC Arena, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be...
So here is Evgeny Gradovich, the former IBF featherweight champion of the world. It's the Pac-Man making his way to the ring, a man that...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. And that hook scores. How about that time counter shot? The courage on display here is incredible. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter. They exchange punches. Do you believe what we are seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. If you don't let you get off the ropes, you can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance, because they will just stay in your face.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Punch caught him clean. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Jab not finding its target. Those counter punches have to hurt. Trying to land that jab. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Focus back at that jab.
And there's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Couldn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and...
There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. A perfect counter lands. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And down goes Gradovich. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Give me your glove.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. So it's plan B. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen.
Whoa, Johnny! Gradovich is in trouble. And Gradovich is down. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
three, four, five. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Perfect punch. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about a Getty Gradovich in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Let him back. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick. Now, get back behind your jab. Basics.
There's the bell to start round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The jab doesn't quite connect. They exchange punches. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. That left hook missed. Punch, counter punch. These two fighters are made for one another. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a Getty Gradovich in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
powerful counter shot. He missed with that jab. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A perfect counter lands. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've got, and you know you're in there with a binder, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A perfect counter shot. That jab doesn't score. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Can't find a home in that jab. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Gradovich is wobbly. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a...